Hello and welcome, it's Julie Kube. I'm here on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, Australia. This is the first time I've got in my art room to actually pour in 3 weeks, believe it or not, 3 weeks. I had all the videos that you've been seeing were scheduled to go up. I had a break because I had to go in hospital for a little procedure and I needed to just chill out and rest. So that's been my life for the last 3 weeks. So this is the first day that I'm back in the art room and I'm testing. Oh well, I have done them before, but these Montmartre Supercell pouring paints were sent to me. A little kit was sent to me from Montmartre. Had some little cups, but they're supposed to be pouring paint, so I don't think I'm supposed to add any pouring medium or anything because they're Supercell paint. So they sent me this little, it came in the kit. So to do a divided cup pour. So I'm going to use some of these colours that I've been sent, and I'm going to do the Supercell. So to see if these Montmartre, for people that don't really want to, all the, time and effort it takes to mix your own paints, these might be a really good solution for you. I've got some of this Boom Gel cell activator. I'm only going to use this if I don't get some really lovely cells that I particularly want for this pour. So I'll only use that if needed because they're Supercell paints. They're to pour and cells already supposed to come up in them. So there you go. Right, so I've got my gloves on. I'm ready to go. I've got this nice little brick of a canvas, gallery wrapped canvas, and we will give this particular paint a go. So I'm going to start off with this navy blue. So I might put that in there. So this is just a split cup and I'm going to give it a go. So that is the last of that one. I've used them before, as I've said to you, but I've got that one. So this is it's a very light aquamarine. So I'm going to put that in the same section and then do another section with the aquamarine. Ooh, okay, goodness. And then I've got this lovely, what colour is this? It's teal. So this one's opening fine. So I must have been, when I've used those last, maybe there was a little paint left and it's sealed the top up. That's what I believe has happened. So I'm going to add some of this lovely gold. I do like their... I cannot get the lid off. Oh, I don't know. I'm not going to fight it. This is just some white. I'm going to pour that into this separate one. Oh, there's a little bit goobies dropped in there. Well, so that's the white, and I think I'm going to use what's left of the blue in that one. There's nothing left of the blue. Oh, there you go, the red. Because it hasn't been used. I can open the ones that I haven't used, but the ones I've previously used are very difficult to open. So I don't know what's going on there. I'll just have to, get my husband to open them if he can. And then I've got some hot pink here. Hot pink and red actually are lovely together. So we'll see how this goes. Going to be interesting, isn't it? But I would have loved to have had some of that real dark fuchsia. And it's not to be. Try again. Oh, there you go. Oh, fuchsia, this one is called. Let's try this one. So they look quite thick, but they are supposed to be ready-made. I mean, I suppose you could put them in a little cup and thin them down a bit, I guess. Just with a bit of water, I would be thinking, rather than anything else. Let's go back with this nice teal. This is a lovely colour. These colours all go nice together, so I'm presuming this will work out wonderfully. So I'm going to try and put equal amounts in them all. That one needs a little bit more, I guess. I might put a bit of the light aquamarine in there. Okay, excited. Maybe I shouldn't screw the lids on so tight, but you kind of, I always do, because I want to make them airtight so the air can't get to the paints and you know, dry them up or anything, but they're all empty. So let's do this thing. Let's do this cut bar. I just guess I'll go in a circular motion, see what we get here. Maybe I probably shouldn't have put so much in between, much paint layers. Maybe the layers should have been thinner by the look of this. That's all that teal coming out. It's going to be all teal. I must admit, it is nice to actually feel like getting back into my art room, which I definitely haven't felt like coming back in. Which is very unusual. I've never had a 3-week break, so I'm feeling heaps better and stronger. So I'm hoping that my enthusiasm returns to how it was, where I felt like I've got to go and do some painting on most days. Well, this is looking a little bit worrying because the green, hopefully that red will take over a bit. Yeah, so if you're not feeling well and you've got a reason to not paint, I suppose you've got to go with the flow at the time, and especially for me, the art and creating is definitely therapy, so I know it will be good for me to actually do this today. And there's a fly flying around my hand and it's really annoying. Yeah, come on. See, because it's thicker, it's taken a long time to come out of this little split cup. I'm going to keep going with it though, because I need all this paint to actually tip right over the edges. Let's hope that that colour actually starts to pop. Oh, I've got just a gooby bit dropped in there. I'll have to try and retrieve that. Let's do a jiggle, jiggle, and jiggle, 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 jiggle. Come on, I need all of you. I stretch over my canvas. The last bit's the red, white, and blue. Look. Oh, I think that's about it. Might have to get my tweezers ready to retrieve that chunky bit. Okie doke. Let's give this a tilt around very gently. I'm just going to take it all over the canvas before I start spilling it over the edges. Just come down here a bit. Let's take it over the edges now. Ooh. That is really weird, hey? That is a weird bit. There are little champagne cells popping up in there. They're completely different to like the bloom technique or even my mixture that I mix up with kiss pouring medium. They're a different cell altogether, but they're very cute. Cutie patootie. Oh, that's gorgeous. But it looks like a completely different pour with the red, white and blue bits, doesn't it? But I guess that's what's interesting about it. Okay, I can see that gooby bit there. It's making a mess. See? Well, it must have been... that's it. Be gone with you. That is interesting. Okay, well that's as it is. That's over the edges now. So I'll put some heat on that, see if we get the cells to come up any different. Give my hands a wipe. I'm wondering if what this paint will be like just pouring it over a vase or something, but I guess I wouldn't want cells on it, so okay, it would help if I actually plugged my power source in. So got my heat wand. It has got so many cells in it. It's I don't know if it's the colours that I've used. It sort of looks a little bit candy-ish, but I'm going to bring you down to have a look at these cells closer. So these are the kind of cells that you get from these Montmartre paints. Supercell, that's what it's called, Supercell. So there you go. Red, white and blue, very patriotic. It's got some weird and wonderful faces in there for sure. So I think just for the experiment, I'll put some photos on after you've watched this of what it looks like without anything else done to it. But for me experimenting, I'm going to try some of that boom booster. It might absolutely send it off the planet. I might mix a little bit of black or something with a bit of the boom booster in. But what do you guys think? A yay or a nay? Would you try it? I think in a different pour maybe it might look a bit better, or maybe different colours. Anyway, on with it. Okay, I just got the gold open after a lot of banging and oh no, I didn't actually get the cap off. I just pierced the thing and got it through there. So I've put some gold into, I'm going to try gold. I know it's not really a strong contrast, but I just want to try it out of curiosity and for the sake of experimentation. 1, 2, 3 drops of this boom booster. It's by the Boom Gel Stain people, which I'll use in a video hopefully this week again. So I've put some of the boom booster. I'm going to, I think, do half and half maybe. So I will pour some of the gold halfway through it. We'll see how the gold reacts. I'm wondering if we get nice sort of gold cell, like around, you know, details in the cell have got gold. Anyway, I'm going to give it a go. So there we are. I'm going to use this soft plastic and try it. Okay. Just the very tip of your plastic. Oh, I didn't go in real far there, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be. I can go over that again. Just take it really slow and draw it towards you. It's actually creating some marvelous, like, oh, what would you call them? Like a pearl effect in there. Take it slow, slow, slow. And go back through that area again. Collect a bit more of the gold. That's going to be interesting. It doesn't look as though the actual boom gel, the boom booster's done anything in there, but I'm going to introduce my heat wand in a minute and see. But it's given it a real aqua kind of pearl look, so it is nice. Well, that's a very, very low helicopter. I thought I might do the other side in a dark swipe, but I'm going to stick with the gold because I'm really liking the pearl effect that it's causing in the paint. It's really got a lovely, and it's actually sending the paint a beautiful metallic teal colour. So let's give this a go. Ooh, beautiful. Let's give it a whole different look. So I'm doing the experiment, so you don't have to. That's really lovely. You could kind of make this abstract pour, I guess. Once it's dry, you could put a bit of detail in of a beachy effect or something. Go back through that there. Wow, okay. And I'm going to try my butane torch. I much prefer to just use my heat wand, but I want to see if the cells come up any differently with butane. So I'll give this a go. So just butane torch over it. That's enough, that's enough. Do you guys think it's a completely different look? I must admit, it's not it is quite nice. I'll bring you down again. Bring you down, bring you down, bring you down. So this is probably a bit too heavy on the gold. It does look absolutely gorgeous. I reckon if this was dried and resined, it would just sparkle. It is very lovely, but I think I've gone too heavy-handed with the gold. And I don't think the boom cell activator sort of did any good things for this particular one. So, oh well, I experimented with it, and whether I do anything else with it, I'll have a think. I think I'm going to use my my balloon. This is just a normal size balloon. I've put a bit of water in. The reason I put a bit of water in it just adds extra weight to the balloon and kind of gives it a slightly different effect in the paint. So let's give this a go. Actually roll it a little bit. I'm not sure if, I think I've just got too much paint on there because it's sort of falling in. And like I say to others, when they say to me that they can't get the balloon effect, leave it to the canvas to absorb some of the paint for 20 minutes and go back and try it again. So that's probably, I need to take a leaf out of my own book because it's just not doing anything, look. Or it might be this particular mix of paints, colours don't go well with this particular effect. I think I'm going to put that aside and just come back to it and we'll see how it reacts. I just don't think that that's doing it any justice at all. I mean, it's good to experiment, it absolutely is, so, but I'm not sure that's, doing any justice to the painting whatsoever. I maybe should have left it exactly how it was, but I'm gonna put that aside and just let it dry off a bit. I may or may not do anything else to it. It kind of looks like under the ocean with some starfish on the bottom, and you could definitely embellish it after it's dried, so we might try that. Thank you so much for joining me. If I come back with it, you'll see the end photos and see what I did at the end. But thank you anyway for this experiment. On with the next. Bye for now.